Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for joining the show. We got a couple topics we got to run through because there's so much going on in these YouTube screeds, honey. Let's get into it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I sure am. Hey, Miss Pruitt, thanks for being here, love. Thanks for being here. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's jump right on in, honey. What up, Purple Unicorn? Hey. Hello. Queen Naija, you guys, the singer Queen Naija is going off. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Yeah, I like Queen Naija. Okay, so Queen Naija is upset, you guys, and she speaks out after people assume that she's supporting Clarence financially. Clarence is her fiance, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, child. Because he's not streaming on Twitch. So a lot of people like, girl, you a sugar mama out here? Like, what are you doing? You out here taking care of this man? Like, what you doing, girl? Okay. So Queen Naija is upset, and she speaks out after people are assuming that she's supporting Clarence financially because he ain't doing what he usually do on social media. Let's get into it. Okay.
Where did she get that from, you guys? Where did she get that from? How did you go from me saying, I told him to stream and he said, hey, I don't know, to then it jumps to, you need to stream because you got a family. You're not bringing in any income. Like that is insane. Like that's insane to me. I think it's a far stretch. I do think it's a reach because number one, hold on, I'm going to keep playing it real quick.
Like, this man came home without no job because y'all know streaming brings in mad bread. And he already lucky have a platform. So what is he waiting for? First he said he was waiting on his clothing brand. It's been like 5 years, bro. Now you can't even go down to streaming. And I really feel bad for Fiend because I just feel like she's doing like this stuff like.
I don't even want to play the rest of it. I'm not going to play the rest, but I'm just going to say that people like this are a prime example why he probably actually doesn't stream. I'm gonna be honest, and not to say they can get to him like that, but it probably is really draining because people like she get that from, you guys. Where does like this can just take everything that he do and say and just like, or everything that I do and say and just, I know they make money from these little things, so like they don't really care about the people that they're talking about, but I don't know. That was a far reach for me. I just want to say, like, he doesn't solely depend on my income at all. Like, he has his own income, and I have my own income. I don't know how many times I have to explain that to people. I probably like commented it before and on Twitter or whatever and responded to people. But I want you guys to just hear from my mouth. Clarence does not depend on my income. I do not take care of that man. I actually think that it's an insult to me that you guys think that I would allow somebody to lay up on me. That man has money in his bank account right now, and he would be good if anything was to happen to me. But the fact that people took me saying, I don't know why he don't stream, and put that in, like, and brought that to, I'm mad because he's not bringing in any income. That had nothing to do with it. Like, that's the thing. Like, this can just take everything that's the thing. I was offline for a long time because people twisted my words so much. Like, everything that I did, everything that I said is like, even if it was innocent, even if I try to watch what I said, it's like y'all twist it and put your own little narrative on it. Like, you know how you put the little caption to make people click? Like, all these false captions and narratives. Like, honestly, I'm done answering stuff. So if you here for that to get bait and to get clips and stuff like that, I'm not here for it. That's the thing. I was offline.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. She's like, look, it ain't that. It's not that. Like, that's my man. Just because y'all haven't seen him online in a little bit, don't mean that I'm out here just being a sugar mama and just taking care of him. Like, this man got his own money too. That's what she's trying to say. But, you know, people be sitting back watching and lurking and trying to be all up in her damn business. She does have kids with him, okay? They do live together, so I imagine that they are doing things together, okay, on the financial end. And just because they don't see him online and doing what he's doing online or what he's been doing doesn't mean that he's not supporting. He could be, maybe he created something else on a financial level to where he's bringing money in there. So a lot of times when people try to be in your business like that, you know, sometimes it's just best to fall back and let people figure it out on their own. If she don't have a problem with whatever it is that he's doing, why do everybody else? Okay. Granted, she is a public figure, so people are going to give their opinions of what they feel people should do. But at the end of the day, if she like it, why everybody else in it? I don't get it. Okay, people have been criticizing this girl, saying you should get married. Why he ain't giving you a ring yet? Why he ain't proposing? Y'all been together for years and years and years. Well, when she's ready to get married, and when they are ready to get married, then they will. People be doing the most. Oh my God! But I like Queen Naija. Okay. I like her. I like her music. She has a beautiful voice. She's very talented. Y'all know she write as well. Love her down. Okay. Moving on. All right, let's get into the Chrisley child. They finally did a little press conference. All right. They finally did a little press conference. Okay. Todd Chrisley done went and put on his little tidy whities, honey. And he done got his ass up there to the podium. And he is testifying. So let's listen to it, child. Okay. Let's listen to Todd Chrisley and his wife testifying about these damn taxes and Fed charges. All right. Todd Chrisley speaks out after being released from the prison. He says that I still was convicted of something that I did not do. Yeah, you did not. You did not pay them damn taxes. You're right. He says it could be you. It could not be me because you bitch pay. Bitch, I pay my taxes. Okay. Moving on.
So, we're grateful for everything that has happened thus far. And as bad as this experience has been, there's also been a lot of blessings to come from it. I have met some wonderful men. I have listened to some horrific stories about things that have gone on in our system. And whether you believe it or not, because I was you at some point, even though this pardon has happened, I still was convicted of something that I did not do. It could be you. It could be you. It could be any of you. And somewhere in this room, someone has had a family member that has been affected by this system. So I understand the shame that's around it, but I refuse to feed into that because shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame. So I will continue to fight for all of the guys that I dealt with and that I was blessed to be with at FPC Pensacola. I will continue to expose the injustices that go on there and throughout the department and throughout the Bureau of Prisons. I know that Julie, who is a wonderful, decent, God-fearing woman and that I am blessed to have been married to and been with for over 30 years now, an excellent mother. She's at home with Chloe right now, and Chloe will not let her go. So we're blessed to have our family back. So, we're grateful for everything that has happened thus far. And as bad as this experience has been, there's also been a lot of blessings to come from it. I have met some wonderful men. I have listened to some horrific stories about things that have gone on in our system. And whether you believe it or not, because I was you at some point, even though this pardon has happened, I still was convicted of something that I did not do. It could be you. It could be you. It could be any of you. And somewhere in this room, someone has had a family member that has been affected by this system. So I understand the shame that's around it, but I refuse to feed into that because shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame. So I will continue to fight for all of the guys that I dealt with and that I was blessed to be with at FPC Pensacola. I will continue to expose the injustices that go on there and throughout the department and throughout the Bureau of Prisons. I know that Julie, who is a wonderful, decent, God-fearing woman and that I am blessed to have been married to and been with for over 30 years now, an excellent mother. She's at home with Chloe right now, and Chloe will not let her go. So we're blessed to have our family back. So
there you go. All right. So the 57-year-old reality TV star made his first public appearance since his release just 2 days prior, stepping into the spotlight for a press conference in Nashville on Friday. It said that as previously reported on Hollywood Unlocked, that Todd and his wife, Julie Chrisley, had been serving time since January of 2023 after being convicted on charges of tax evasion and bank fraud. This has been a shocking twist. The couple's sentencing was wiped clean after Donald Trump issued them full presidential pardons and a move that caught everyone by surprise. It says that during the presser said that he made it clear that although he's free, he doesn't feel vindicated, and he used the moment to speak directly to the public, warning what would happen to him could happen to anyone. Okay, child. Not anyone to pay their taxes, though, sir. Okay, and the stuff that they said that you were out here doing, Todd, behind the scenes, I ain't never did no shit like that, and I don't plan on it. But he's been partying. He and his wife are out. I'm pretty sure you met quite a few good men up in there. Okay, you say you met a lot of great men up in there. I'm pretty sure you did. Okay, I'm pretty sure you did. But let's move on. I don't want to expound on that anymore. I don't even care no more. All right, moving on, child. Tiffany Haddish. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about Tiffany Haddish because she is in the news, child. She is in the news. All right, so Tiffany Haddish wins her defamation lawsuit against ex-friend and is awarded over $100,000 with interest growing at $30 per day until the full amount is paid off. Ooh, child, $30 a day can add up. All right, depending on how long it is. So Tiffany Haddish wins her lawsuit and is awarded over $100,000. Okay, she needed because she ain't doing nothing else. So Tiffany Haddish just scored a major deal win against her former friend, Trezor Morris. It says that a judge ruled that Tiffany is owed $111,165 after successfully shutting down Trezor's defamation lawsuit. Now, on top of that, the amount will keep growing by about $30 a day until it's fully paid. Now, fellow comedian Aries Spears was also awarded $62,394.20, with his judgment increasing daily as well. Damn. Now, the legal drama began when Trezor's children sued Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears in 2022, claiming that they were inappropriately used in comedy sketches as kids. Now, the comedians denied everything, calling the lawsuit a money grab. Now, after one of Trezor's daughters dropped her suit, said that Trezor herself sued for defamation, accusing the comedians of calling her an extortionist. Now, Tiffany argued that all issues had already been settled and pushed for the case to be handled privately. It said that the court sided with her, rejecting Trezor's claims and awarding Tiffany and Aries monetary judgments. It says that in the end, the judge sided with the comedians, finding the lawsuit baseless and awarding them compensation for the trouble. Okay. So there you go. Y'all remember when that whole thing went out, there was a whole video out with some inappropriate stuff looked like what's going on with the kids. And Trezor, which was supposed to have been a longtime friend of Tiffany Haddish, then turned on her and decided to file this lawsuit to get a money grab. And they fought back with their lawyers and wound up winning this defamation lawsuit. So shout out to Tiffany Haddish for getting $100,000 and $30 per day, baby, until that shit is paid off. Because, baby, that can add up. But I don't think she got that money, to be honest with you. So I don't know what she going to do. Girl, you better start selling something. You better start selling some lace fronts and some drawers or something over there. But anywho and anyway, girl, let's move on. You better do like Kim Zolciak, start selling them wigs and drawers and shoes, socks. Girl, she's selling everything from the toothbrush to the toothpaste, spoons, forks, and knives, okay? Spoons, forks, and knives, bitch, okay? Paper plates, rugs, blankets, shit, I don't know, light bulbs. Sell it all, girl. All right? Booty cream and all that. Now let me stop. All right, so next topic. What is going on with these damn athletes, y'all? Where they're getting in all these sexual assault lawsuits. Damn, it's like, is this 2025? Is it the year of assaults and lawsuits? Damn, okay. So New Orleans Pelicans player Zion Williamson is sued for alleged sexual assault and abuse by an ex-girlfriend. Let's get into it. Y'all get y'all crowns in the chat. Somebody keep asking me, Caramel, where my girl? I'm not giving out crowns. I have nothing to do with the crowns, okay? That is totally up to StreamYard, okay? So shout out to the Shade Room. It said the New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson, honey, has been hit with a lawsuit and is being accused of sexual assault by his ex-girlfriend. Now, in the lawsuit filed Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court, Jane Doe alleges that Williamson sexually assaulted her twice in 2020. Jane Doe claims that Williamson arrived at his Beverly Hills home and demanded sex. It says that the woman says that the basketball star called her stuck up and a biatch. And when she refused to engage in sex, he pinned the plaintiff down on the bed with her hands behind her back and sexually assaulted her. Ooh. Now, it said that the suit also alleges a pattern of abusive, controlling, and threatening behavior towards plaintiff that also occurred in several states, including Louisiana. Williamson is also accused of threatening to have his security guard pow Doe in the head while the security guard was present and carrying a loaded firearm multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. He out here acting like Diddy. Said that the suit also claims that he threatened to have his paid security guard unalive the plaintiff's parents after informing plaintiff that he knows their home address multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Now, the suit alleges that Williamson also kicked Jane Doe with his feet and beat her with his hands. Oh my God. So reports also claim that he would force her to leave her apartment and intentionally imprison her in a car until he transported her to a different location. They're saying that it is unclear the amount that the victim is suing Williamson for at this time. Well, if he did all that, she deserved to be paid. I really feel like she should have probably pressed some type of, charges against him as well. That would be great. Okay. I think a lot of them, they kind of wait until the statute of limitations run out and then they go and file this lawsuit to get monetary gain from this. Not saying that you can't do that, but I think you should definitely file a lawsuit just to have it on record, because obviously this is who he is and what he does, allegedly, until he's found guilty. There's no telling how many other women have suffered the same thing. I don't know what it is with these damn athletes. I don't know if it's CTE. I don't know what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, you cannot force someone to give sexual pleasure if they choose not to, if they don't want to. I don't give a damn if it's your girlfriend, wife. If they say no, bitch, it's no. And if you proceed after that, it is then called the R word. And I said it the other day. Yes, a married person can R word their married spouse. If they say no, it's their body. It's their body. Okay. These athletes, for some odd reason, some of these athletes feel entitled to, because they feel like they got so much money in their bank account and they have this clout and fame. So they begin to think like, you know who I am? Yes, bitch, I know who you are. But do you know who I am? Do you know I can go down to the courthouse and file some shit on you and ruin your whole fucking career? Do you know that? Did you get into that? Okay. And a lot of these girls, they get with these athletes because of the lifestyle, the money. Maybe they think they're so fine and they need a little clout, or maybe they date them so that they can get opportunities or put themselves in opportunities to move to the next level of coming up on their own. But in the meantime and in between time, if you're in a relationship with someone, I don't give a damn how much money they have. Do not stay with somebody who's threatening your life and who's putting you through excruciating pain in terms of putting hands on you, being psychologically, emotionally, financially, socially, and any other type of abuse. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay. It's not worth it. Psychological, mental abuse, those scars sometimes stay longer than the actual physical abuse that you can see. So women definitely need to look into that and think about that when you're getting with these athletes, because it's not always about being able to get a man with money that can get you anything and put you in places you've never been before. But he can also put you in places you've never been before, like the grave. They can be violent as well. They can be violent as well. So be smart. Be smart. All right. Shout out to KBR in the chat. Thanks for coming over. Let's move on, child. I'm going to keep my ear to the street on this because I want to see how this pan out. Let's get into Diddy's bullshit. So child, I'm tired of him too. Let's get into Diddy's BS. As you guys know, testimonies still, hold on. Testimonies are still going on in this Diddy case. So we're about to get into that. Ooh, child. I'm about tired of this Diddy case. I'm ready for them to go ahead and say guilty and go and throw his ass in the damn cell. That's what I'm ready for. I'm tired of this. For real. All right. So Diddy's ex-assistant says that his legal team tried to get her to defend him after Cassie's lawsuit. So it's given they were already gearing up to try to get the victim to testify on his behalf. How? Why? Sway. Now, as Sean Diddy Combs continues to face federal charges, including SCX trafficking and assault, testimony from his former assistants identified in court as Mia resumed Friday with new details about the aftermath of Cassie Ventura's 2023 lawsuit. Now, Mia told the court that shortly after Cassie's bombshell lawsuit went public, he was contacted by one of Combs' bodyguards asking her to issue a public statement in his defense. Now, according to Mia, that request triggered a wave of panic, okay? Because if you guys remember, I read to you guys yesterday, Mia used to work for Diddy. You guys remember I told you that upon her staying at his home, which he requested, she could not lock doors. She could not close doors all the way. She had to ask permission before she left. She had to ask permission for everything, pretty much. He controlled every aspect of her life. He would come into her room, and according to her, he would sexually assault her when he felt like it. And when he would ask her to do other egregious things, she would be afraid to say no because she did not want him to become violent towards her. So with him asking her, hey, can you put in a good word or testify on my behalf in this Cassie Ventura case, she probably felt like saying yes, because saying no could probably be detrimental to her life, being that Diddy has a reputation of putting hands on people or making them disappear. Now, why would Diddy be so bold to ask this person who's going by the name Mia, for the sake of her privacy? Why would he ask her or feel comfortable enough to ask her to speak on his behalf after you've already sexually assaulted this person numerous times? Or we can use the R word. Okay, the audacity of you to feel like I'm getting ready to speak on your behalf, nigga, when you put me probably through worse than what Cassie went through. Like, it's given no. Diddy just has this sense of unawareness when it comes to who he is and what he does to people, until he has this sense of entitlement, this godlike behavior and mindset to where he thinks he can just say and do whatever he wants and dispose of people, and they just automatically have to protect him and speak up for him in his defense whenever he's done shit to everybody. Like, no, sir. So Mia told the court that shortly after Cassie's bombshell lawsuit went public, that she was contacted by one of Combs' bodyguards. Okay, like I said, and she that triggered panic in her. She says, I threw my phone as far as it would go, and it went behind the couch, and I ran outside, according to her testimony. She says that it was so triggering. Okay, let's continue, child. Who said that the pressure didn't stop there. Mia said that she received direct communication from Combs himself, who reached out via text in February of 2024 as his public image came under scrutiny. See, public image. He don't give a damn about her, how she feels, her PTSD, and everything that she's been going through as related to him doing things to her, putting her in fear. She had to live in fear while she worked for him. So never mind how you feel and what you're going through, and my public image is at stake. I need you to speak up on my behalf so I can continue to abuse you. That's what it's given. Mm-hmm. He said that you were my right hand for a year, so I just need you to speak to you. So I need to speak to you to remember who was even around me, and it would be good to hear your voice, Combs wrote. Says, ended the message with a heart and praying hands emoji. But if you don't want to, it's all good. Just let me know, love. What you think she was gonna say? What you think she was going to say? If you say no, then you get ready to round up the troops and come over there and start windmilling on this young lady, allegedly. Mia testified that the tone of the message was very different from how he treated her while she worked for him. She previously told the jury that Combs once left her 48 missed calls and voice messages in one night. Now, we know that to be true because he called Kalina, the girl from Dirty Money, 36 times in one day. So he is known to be very overbearing. When he wants something, he is very, very aggressive. 48 times, 48 missed calls in a day is excessive. 48 missed calls and voice messages in a day is fucking crazy. 48 missed calls and voice messages is psychotic behavior. Beyond that, if you want to say. Okay. Mm-hmm. Says that the calmness of the new message, she said, felt intentional and very strategic. Of course, because he was looking for the weaker link. He was looking for the weak side of her to play on her emotions and try to make her feel like if you didn't do something, he tried to say it in a nice, subtle way, but also coming out in a very authoritative way in terms of, if you don't do it, I understand. So what does that mean? I understand. No, you don't understand, because Diddy he don't like to hear no. He don't like to hear no. So if she would have said, hey, I don't want nothing to do with that, she probably would have got a knock at the door and been scared out of her fucking mind. Okay, I just see that. I could just see that in him. Oh my God. Let's continue, child. Let's continue. So prayers to this Mia lady, child, because I know this has to be traumatic for her to relive this bullshit again. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's get into this piece of information that just came across my desk. Because, baby, we got to talk about this. Now, y'all know Diddy's trial is currently underway. Current testimonies are still going on, but Trump decided to hop his ass in the middle. And Trump says that he'd consider pardoning Diddy if he's being mistreated. He says that I look at what's happening, said that he used to really like me a lot. Well, you guys know that Diddy, Epstein, Trump, and all them people used to hang together at these little inappropriate parties, allegedly. And Trump feels like maybe he might owe Diddy a good old favor of some sort. And so he's saying, hey, I'll look at it. And then, nigga, you don't look at nothing. You've been signing orders since your ass got in office in January and ain't read a goddamn motherfucking thing. You ain't read a damn thing. Now, you are sitting back, if you're watching this damn case, or this case, Trump, you are hearing women left and right talk about being essayed. But then again, I can't say that you would give a fuck, because weren't you in a case where you were saying that you just have to grab them by the coochie? The president now saying that even if women don't want to comply, that he don't give a damn if they say yeah or no, that he just grab them by the coochie. Yeah, that's what you said. So to hear a case like this where Diddy is doing all of these egregious things to women, I would say that you ain't got to look into shit, that you've already made up your mind that maybe you owe Diddy some type of favor, maybe, just maybe, you know, because he invited you to all his little white parties and maybe to a few FOs, allegedly. I don't know. At some point in time, because maybe you and him were friends with Epstein. I don't know what may have happened in that little friend circle, but what I will say is this is some unadulterated bullshit, Trump. Okay? It is. If you didn't see the video, the CNN video of Diddy smacking Cassie around, you got daughters, nigga. So for you to sit up and say you want to pardon another man who put hands on women when you are a girl dad yourself, or maybe just a fucking girl, it's very diabolical. Okay, let's play this shit, because this made me madder than a motherfucker trying to steal my money. Let's get into this.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. From what I read, I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So it's not a popularity contest. So I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours.
Bitch, at the end of the day, money talk and bullshit gonna motherfucking walk. You don't have to like Diddy, and Diddy don't have to like you. If the money is right, if Diddy offer you the right amount of money, because he does have that to his disposal rather, before the feds go ahead and freeze that shit up, because that's what's getting ready to happen. They're saying that Diddy now owns he's worth $400 million. So until they freeze that money, if he go ahead and make you a deal and go ahead and cut that check before the feds freeze them funds, I'm pretty sure you will, because money moves Trump. Why do you think he had Elon Musk so close to him? And after he got what he needed out of Elon Musk, do you see him anymore? He served his purpose. Anything can be done with money. You see people get out of shit all the time if the money is right. Pay the right people, get up the right amount of money. If you're talking about the right money with a bunch of zeros behind that shit, I can see Trump pardoning him, regardless to what the charges are, regardless to the fact that it's fair charges, regardless to what it's saying going on in this case, with multiple women coming forward to say, hey, I've been S8, I've been S8, I've been S8. Like, stop the bullshit, Trump. Okay, yeah, I think that he doesn't like me. He's talking in circles. Like, I'm dizzy listening. Like at the end of the day, why would you want to pardon somebody like Diddy when he's finally being held accountable after the 90s of doing shit that he's been doing? And a lot of people see it saying free Diddy, free Diddy. Well, do you have children? Because not only is it alleged that he was doing things to grown-ass women, but also children that were coming to his studio looking to become artists. So you got to look at this. Letting this person out will only afford him to do the same shit again. So at some point, he needs to be locked up. There's something that happened to Diddy maybe when he was a child, something that grew up in him. A lot of people were saying that something happened to him, that maybe his asshole was sacrificed while he was in the industry by people like Clive Davis and the higher ups. I don't know, allegedly. But at the end of the day, no one deserves to be mistreated. Nobody deserves to have fear invoked in them. No one deserves to not be here anymore, because we've heard rumors of people like Kim Porter, Biggie, Tupac, what's the guy's name? That used to be his security guard that's supposed to be the Wolf, the guy that's supposed to be the father of the guy that Diddy is saying is his son. Like, let's stop the bullshit. A lot of people, the girl that also wrote the book Bling, let's stop playing. A lot of people have been damaged by Diddy's behavior, and I don't see him stopping that. The little bit of time that he served in jail only made him angry, and the nigga still think he running shit. So at the end of the day, just like they had to humble R. Kelly, Diddy needs to be humbled as well, because Diddy had his attitude. This nigga, he stayed. That's why he call him Puff, because the nigga stay puffed up thinking he can get out of stuff. And the audacity for you to go and ask somebody who you know that you violated to testify on your behalf is given that you still feel you have that fucking power. So no, he does not need to be pardoned in any sense of the word. I'm sorry. And anybody out here on this free Diddy bullshit, please don't be in my chat, because I don't want to see that. And you're in freedom of speech, yes, but not in my fucking chat. I don't want to see that, because I'm a mom. I couldn't imagine taking my son to Bad Boy Studios and they're saying they want to have a meeting about signing my child only for you to have done some inappropriate shit to mine. And because you think you did it, nobody can go file nothing on you because you're going to have your boys do something allegedly. I mean, just to see an in video of Cassie alone, people need to stop playing. People need to stop playing, because when you hear about things, it's different than hearing things and then seeing it with your own eyes. We've heard of Diddy abusing people for years, but when you see a CNN video, which usually is reputable information and or tea, you don't want to look over that. But most people don't want to believe shit until they see it. But then you got people who've seen this whole video multiple times and still sitting up saying free Diddy. Why? Because he's popular? Because he made hits? Why? People say the same shit about R. Kelly. Oh my God, free R. Kelly. He's the king of R&B. So the fuck what? You're locking women up and keeping them from eating and keeping them from their families and essentially assaulting people and putting hands on people. No. Okay. At some point, the shit got to stop. The shit got to stop. Okay. The higher you climb, nigga, the harder you fall. And that's just how it is. When you do people wrong, it's called karma. Karma will come back and knock on your fucking door. And it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it's coming. And that go for anybody. I don't care how much money you got. Karma does not surpass anyone, regardless to what your bank account says. Know that. I don't give a fuck if you got 50 million or $5 in the bank. If you do people wrong, karma will come back on your ass. All right. So that's what he had to say. Said that Donald Trump says that he'd consider pardoning Diddy, but only if he feels that Diddy is being mistreated by the system, which he said, I ain't really been looking at this case. Well, maybe you should start doing that before you start having your compadres standing up there with a fucking mic trying to coerce you into maybe pardoning Diddy because they want to have some more fucking Diddy parties. Fuck out of here. Let's get off this, child. They already got me hollering. I ain't even ready. I ain't even ready. Let's get into this next piece of testimony. Ooh, y'all know I get the hollering, baby. I get the hollering. I don't like stuff like that. Nope. No, baby. They don't rub me the wrong way. Johnny Gill said rub me the right way, baby. They don't rub me the wrong way in here today. All right. So Quincy, Justin, and Christian arrived for day 13 of their father. Okay. Because ain't one of them, but his children. Okay. The other two, one of them is Al B. Sure's son, and the other one is Wolf's son. But go off. All right, for day 13 of their fake father's SEX trafficking and racketeering trial. All right. Now, I know why his son is coming to see him, the one that looked like him. All right. I know why Christian is coming to see his ass. But the other two, I feel like they're scared out of their minds. I feel like Al B. Sure's son, I feel like Quincy got some type of Stockholm syndrome when it comes to Diddy. I feel like Quincy know a lot of shit that's been going on. I feel like Quincy saw some things whenever his mama was still alive, when Diddy was coming over there being violent towards. I feel like he either may have seen or heard of some shit. But I feel like Diddy done put him in a situation to where he got that Hollywood life going on now, where he ain't got shit to worry about. He don't want to fuck it up because he know his daddy, Al B. Sure, ain't got no long coin like that. Okay. I feel like Diddy might have told him, all right, fuck this up, and I ain't giving you shit. You gonna, hey, McDonald's will be your job, nigga. If you want to be in movies and do music and wear Versace and red bottom shoes, nigga, you better fall in line. All right. What you see ain't what you saw. That's some street shit for you, okay? All right, let's continue. It said, as previously reported, a former assistant of Diddy's identified as Mia took the stand on day 12. It says, and will continue her testimony today. Mia described a toxic work environment during her time as Diddy's employee, and even alleged the mogul actually assaulted her. Let's get into this. This is them going into the court.
Star movie. I know Star may be doing a movie. Are you in the new Star movie?
Why this nigga got a purse?
Oh, I love this fit.
That better be grandma purse. There he go with a man purse. Child, what is going on with these new age guys?
Guys look great.
Got here the purse.
And she what's in that bag? Star movie. I know Star may be doing.
Okay, yeah, these little moist niggas walking around with purses. See, hanging around Diddy's ass. All right, so Mia testified that she received a notice from HR in March of 2011 stating that she was suspended without pay after Diddy went batshit crazy on her about his workout clothes. It said that Mia and Diddy started screaming and cursing at her. Mia said Diddy started screaming and cursing at her because he didn't like the options of workout clothes that she brought him. You got to be a crazy individual. Like, it's simple. You don't like them clothes, go put on some more clothes. Why fuck up somebody's day because you don't like some damn workout clothes that this person provided for you? Go to the drawer or go buy some more. You were a fucking millionaire at that time. Go buy some more or have her go get some more clothes for you. Screaming and cursing at somebody. I would never work under anybody that disrespected me in that way. I don't give a fuck how much you paying me. You gonna watch your tone and you gonna watch your motherfucking mouth. Period. All right, so Mia then says he was just a screaming and a cursing at me and wouldn't stop. And then something violent happened. Ooh, child. Mia recalled an incident in St. Bart's where Diddy tried to kick her off of a yacht that he chartered for their stay. Mia testified that Diddy asked her to count the money in his safe, but she yelled hold on. Diddy asked her to count the money in his safe, but yelled that she was counting too slow. Well, nigga, why you ain't counting? Okay. You get over here and count it or get a money counter. That's what millionaires got, child. When you want your money counted fast, you take that rubber band off that shit and put it in the top and press that button and let it. Okay. The hell? Oh, let's continue. So Mia then says that he chased me out and told me, you better learn to walk on water like Jesus, biatch. Get the F out of here. So were they out on the water when he told her to get off the boat? Because where she was going to go? Child. Was Free Willy supposed to come through that bitch and pick her up? Free Willy the whale. Y'all remember the movie Free Willy? Was Free Willy supposed to come around and pick her ass up? Oh my God. Now, Mia's employment with Diddy ended in 2017 after she was notified that Diddy wanted to end Revolt's films. It said that she says that she felt worried, confused, and hurt about the decision and that she had done something wrong. Now, Mia testified that she obtained an employment attorney and was awarded $200,000 for bonuses, severance, and overtime she was owed. Now, Mia said Diddy was in disbelief that she would go against him. See? So you could fire me and I just got to figure out how I'm going to go on with life after I done spent years and years and years building up my resume with you, and you just fire me because you felt like it, and I shouldn't come after you for what I feel I am owed. Gotcha. So said that she added that she told her attorney about the violence that she experienced at the hands of Diddy, but never the sexual assault. She said that I was going to die with that. Maybe she was embarrassed because a lot of people say, well, why she didn't sue him for that? You got to think about it. If you've ever been put into a situation where someone took advantage of you in that way, not a lot of people want to run around telling everybody that or go public, because the first thing people say most of the time is I don't believe her. I don't think that happened because of who it was that they are saying that did. Like Diddy, oh, I don't believe it. Like they said with R. Kelly, I don't believe he did that to all those women. Why would they stay there? Well, bitch, if the door is locked and the only person with the key is R. Kelly, why do you think they stayed there? If you didn't do your homework on said subject, stop talking about it. Because according to what the documentary said, he would lock the door from the outside. So stop running around saying these girls could have left whenever they wanted to. No. The same with Diddy. Every time Cassie tried to leave, he sent his people to come and get her. So please stop saying why these girls didn't leave. Okay? So this lady said she wanted to die with that information. It had to be horrifying. Just like it's horrifying for her to sit up on this stand and cry, talking about how this man violated her in a room full of people she don't know. So this is going out into the entire world, every single solitary detail of how it happened, when it happened, where it happened. She's reliving this pain, this agony, this psychological abuse again. While the same person that abused her is sitting front row watching her and probably smiling inside that he thought his ass was going to get away with. And the fact that she's crying, he is probably getting joy out of that shit because he was able to put her in a situation that she could not control. Diddy likes control. Abusers like control. Let's continue. Ooh, child. Mia testified that she's no longer employed because she suffers from complex PTSD. He need to pay her for that. All right. She reveals her symptoms are misinterpreting emails. Okay. It says that someone calls my name from across the room. All the feeling of getting in trouble comes flooding back. I triple guessed myself. So she said if she's in a room and somebody call her, like say, hey, Mia, she immediately gets PTSD and she gets scared and she has this feeling that come over her that's uncontrollable. Okay, that's some deep psychological pain and abuse right there. He probably screamed and yelled at her. And you know how it is. If you've ever been in a situation where somebody screaming and yelling at you, I don't like that. If I'm talking to you on 5 and you talking to me on 15, I don't like that. That will make me snap on your ass. Don't ever yell at me. Don't yell at me because that's another level of abuse. Okay. And Diddy would definitely do that. He did it to Cassie. He did it with every woman. He did it to Kim Porter. It's a pattern here. Let's continue. Oh my God. So let's get into the transcript of testimony. All right. Because y'all know we've been doing that. So I want to keep you guys well-versed on what's going on in this case. Let's go. Brian Steele started the defense cross-examination of Mia. Steele asked Mia a series of questions to confirm the treatment she testified she endured while working for Diddy. It said that Steele then asked, because of Sean Combs, you suffer a great deal, right? Mia responds by saying yes. Steele then asks, just seeing him call your number made you throw your phone, true? Mia responds by saying true. Steele then asks, he made you do things that are unthinkable. Mia responded by saying yes. Steele then asked, making you sleep in a room with a lock and coming in and with the room unlocked and coming in and violating you in the most unthinkable way, true? Mia responds by saying yes. I wouldn't have stayed there, honey, because I'm going to lock my damn door. Steele presented a 2013 social media post from Mia as evidence. Mia confirmed the post was from her personal social media account. She wrote, this is what we do when we are not around. I am Diddy Ciroc. Steele questioned Mia about tagging Diddy in a post after alleging that he R-worded her. Okay, that's called Stockholm Syndrome. All right, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Steele then says, you tagged him years after you say he R-worded you. She responds by saying yes. Okay. And we talked about that some time back, where sometimes people who are being abused will protect their abuser. That's not an uncommon thing. So this is why they had a psychologist testify on the stand, I want to say last week, about how Stockholm Syndrome is very much so present in this case with a lot of the women who suffered abuse from Diddy. they felt the need to protect him, kind of like Cassie, even though she wanted to tell, she would still go out on red carpets and smile while he'd be sitting there. Maybe he had just stomped her out before they got to the damn red carpet, but she would stand there and smile and pretend that everything was okay. This is me protecting the abuser because I'm afraid of what may happen if I do not. Or when we leave this motherfucker, you get ready to do part 2 on my ass. So yeah, I'm going to do what I got to do. If you tell me shave my head, I'm going to do it, even though I want to, because I am no longer in control of me. And that is what we talked about, yesterday, day before, where men or women, because women can be abusers too. Anyone who's trying to abuse or is in an abusive situation, the first thing that they have to do is to control you. They've got to put that fear in you first. Fear is first. Because if you fear someone, certain things you will not do, and things that you don't want to do, they can make you do. So first of all, they have to invoke that fear in you. And then after fear comes control. Okay, fear, then control. They got to put that fear, because if you don't do what I say, then what's going to happen? That's where the fear comes in. Okay, so I feel like that's what Diddy did with everybody. They said that anybody that ever worked for him was scared of him. Okay, anyone that ever worked for him was scared of him. So that's how he ran his businesses. Okay, to put fear in people to do what he wanted them to do. All right, yeah, don't yell at me. I don't like that shit. That make me pop off for real. Y'all laughing at that shit in the chat. I meant that. If you ever around me, don't yell at me, because that'll make me go off for real. Yeah. That's why I stay in therapy right there. I don't like that yelling shit. But yeah, so it says day 3 of the Diddy trial brought more testimony from his former assistant, referred to by the pseudonym of Mia, said that she recounted being threatened by the mogul, losing her job, and developing PTSD. During cross-examination, Brian Steele pressed her about why she posted a photo with Diddy after he allegedly sexually assaulted her. Okay, so we'll keep our eyes and ears open. Every day I will be covering the Diddy trial and what's going on with that. There's so much. I'm pretty sure something else have uploaded by now since we've been on live, but I'll try to keep you guys updated on what's going on, what's new that's popping out in these YouTube streets, YouTube streets, Facebook streets, whatever streets, child. Y'all know I be in all these damn streets trying to keep you guys updated on what's going on. But thank y'all for joining this live. I appreciate you all. Shout out to KBR coming back in the chat. Thanks for being back. Welcome back. Thank you, Scorpion Miss. Thank you, Belle Wilson. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Rose Armstead. Thank you, True TV Podcast. All of my mods for doing such an awesome job. I appreciate you all. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. My Caramelians, love y'all down. Thank you so much to all the content creators that stopped through Sunny Days. I saw you in the building as well. Do we have anybody else? Any other content creators? Y'all can let me know. Shout it out, or say me in the chat, and I'll go ahead and give you guys your props for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you to everyone that stopped by. Don't forget to tap that like, all right, before you get out of here, and tell a friend to come on over to the Caramel Rail Show, check us out, and subscribe as well. I've been seeing a lot of new names, so I think we are starting to get on out there into the algorithm with new people. So you guys are welcome. Love you guys. With nothing else, honey, let's get out of here. I'll try to hit y'all with more news if the weather permits, because we've been having thunderstorms off and on all day, and y'all know I don't like to be live when it's thunder and lightning. Okay, but yeah, we'll try to check back in with you guys. Okay. Fingers crossed, but and nothing else, honey. Let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need.